Random Brazilian is washed. Is he? Hold on. Let me show you guys something. Because I was watching, to take it back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat, I was watching Triff's stream last night. And hold on, let me check this before I say something foolish. Let's see. Oops. Nope, this is my profile. Hold on. I'm trying to check out the rankings. Okay. So I was watching Triff's stream last night, and Triff just absolutely hates the idea of pure Zoodiac. And Triff says that Eldritch Eldorado Zoodiac is the second best deck of the format after, of course, Pendulums, because Pendulum's best deck, always. And I just keep thinking, like, why would you ever play Zoodiac and Eldritch together, chat? To me, it is one of the most illogical things ever. Other than getting that little teeny synergy of, like, I guess summoning Lord from the graveyard with Tinky. To me, the deck is like, I think the deck is actually just trash. Pure Zoo sucks. I disagree. I think Pure Zoo is infinitely better. And to that point, chat, do you guys know that this guy right here, the 4th ranked player on Dueling Book, you guys know what deck he plays? Dogmatica Eldritch is better. I agree. I think every version of Eldritch is, the Zoodiac version of Eldritch is terrible, Zelza. It's terrible. Because you run, instead of having like good trap cards, you have to have you have these really shitty Eldorado cards that like don't stop good decks. Anyways, chat. So this is W Wang 01. Do you guys know what deck this guy plays? This guy plays just pure Zoodiac. Like no Eldritch cards, no Dogmatica, nothing weird or anything. He just plays straight up Zoodiac. And do you know how he plays it? He plays it like the OCG players play Zoodiac, chat, where you just run tons of floodgates. I think this is going to be, chat, I think this is going to be the next wave of like control decks. I'm predicting it now. You guys know how much I love Ice Dragon's Prison. I think Ice Dragon's Prison, chat, is about to fall out of favor. Because what I'm realizing is, I realized this a couple days ago, and DB Grinder actually said it like about a couple weeks ago, and I didn't put much thought into it. I thought he was just being a combo simp, as you guys say. Like a lot of these power traps, chat, they're really not that good against a Drytron. They're not that good. Like Ice Dragon's Prison is almost unplayable in that matchup. Like once I realized, I was playing Edo Pro and I realized that you couldn't Ice Dragon's Prison the Drytron cards, I was like, this card's fucking unplayable in this matchup. You know what I mean? Dryden Prop Sure Eldland, yeah, PogChamp. Good reason to play it. I talked about floodgates in my stream. Floodgates are going to be the next wave. Like, what do you guys think? I understand that everyone right now is on Torrential Tribute and Punishment and Ice Dragon's Prison. I'm telling you guys, the next wave is going to be floodgates. Like, instead, and this is the reason why I think Zoodiac Eldritch is horrible, because you don't get the power of like running Zoodiac with all floodgates, and you also don't get the power of running like Eldorado with floodgates. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can show you guys an example. Summon limit is auto win. It actually is. I was wondering if I could side it in Zoodiac Selza, but then I was like, well, Zoodiac do overlay a lot. Hold on, I'm gonna see if Trip Stream's still up. I'm gonna show you guys exactly why. If I can find the duel, I'll show you guys exactly why. My theory is, okay, so this is what I watched yesterday.
What's up, everyone?
All right, hold on. We're gonna go to the last match he played against. Let's see. I just want to show you guys the duel against. I think this is it, because he was playing against. I'm gonna speed this up. He was playing against Drytron, and his opponent had like the most. Yeah, his camera was like the most scuffed thing ever. Triff even told him about it. You know what I mean? Hold on. I think this is the Drytron guy. Hold on. If this is it, Triff goes first, and he said, yeah, this is the duel. This is the duel. This is why. Hold on, chat. This right here is why Eldritch Zoodiac is horrible. This is why. Because instead of having Trident with 4 cards set, instead of having random shit like stupid random Eldorado card that's not going to do anything. Like, chat, what is a Conquistador? What's Sanguine? What do those cards do against a Drytron player with 6 cards? Because if you think that like having random Eldorado cards is gonna stop Drytron. It's not. You're gonna be so sad. Like, what does Torrential Tribute do against them? Or you can just have, instead of having like these shitty random Eldorado cards that are not gonna stop them, you could just have Imperial Order and just auto win. You could have Mistake and auto win. You can have Macrocosmos and auto win. Like, that's the reason why the Drytron Eldritch deck is bad. Is because you're sacrificing these super powerful floodgate traps that just wreck their shit. You know what I mean? And these cards are also, like, they're pretty good. I mean, would I feel good about opening Imperial Order against VW? Yeah, because like if they don't have spells, how do they like start, basically? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you can just activate the trap and flip it over. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can put the, no, I don't even think you can get the trap on field. You'd have to like wait a turn. You know what I mean? Do people play Denko Sekka? Not in the main deck. I imagine maybe Drytron could side it. But I think the next wave, chat, the next wave of normal summon VW, I mean, technically you could just like pop the monster, right? if they chat, so if you flip over Imperial Order to like their first spell and VW normal summons and you have Dry, wouldn't you just pop it and win? Because how would they extend at that point? They would have to like activate the spell card, and I guess they could have it on field, but if they didn't specifically, I don't know what the spell card's name is, the continuous one. If they didn't specifically have that card, wouldn't you just auto win the game? Because they wouldn't be able to like do anything. The trap wouldn't be online. They wouldn't be able to special summon any monsters, and none of their spells would work. So also Ice Dragon's Prison. I just think, chat. And I don't think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players have seen the forest for the trees. I think the new wave, chat, is going to be moving the floodgates. And the floodgates, I'm telling you guys, this is just my theory. This is Cap's theory. The floodgates that are going to get popular are Mistake, Imperial Order, Macrocosmos, and maybe Skill Drain. Because I think if you're playing pure Eldorado, which is much better than the shitty Zoodiac version, you can play this card and auto win. You can play this card because that deck doesn't. The only spell you really play is Curse, Eldland, and Extravagance. You don't need any other spells. Or you can also play Skill Drain. So that's just my theory. I wanted to get that in. Zeus Floodgates, new wave. What about Dimensional Fissure? Dimensional Fissure is cool, but so like Macro is better because you want to have like the surprise factor, right? So I guess the theory, because Dimensional Fissure, it's cool, but I guess the theory is that the theory would be, so like let's say you have like Dryden and a bunch of back row and you're playing against Virtual World. If they special summon one of their Virtual World, chat, you just chain Macrocosmos and then whatever card they send gets banished. You know what I mean? They can't really respond to it. Dimensional Fissure, they're gonna try to like play around it or something like that. So Celsa, the thing is, like when it came to finding my deck, I've been I've been fighting Zoodiac for a long time, chat, because I've wanted to play a control deck that obviously plays a lot of trap cards, but I've kind of been fighting. I guess I've been fighting against the I don't know, the universe, the cosmos, just telling me the deck is Zoodiac. Because the problem that I had when I played other control decks, chat, is Cap's playing Zoo now. I'm not playing anything, but if I'm gonna play a deck, it probably is gonna be this Zoodiac deck. Like I kept trying to play like these. I tried Frogs, and what I realized is, okay, anytime you play Frogs and you don't open Swap Frog, it feels fucking terrible. You know what I mean? Or I tried playing Altergeist and I'm like, man, when I open up with Sequidius, you know, it's horrible. Or when I open up with Marionetter, but I don't have like another Altergeist, it feels bad. You know, I wanted a deck, chat. I call this a one card deck, where basically one monster or one card does the same thing. All the monsters do the same thing. The only other one card deck, chat, there's a couple of them actually. Prank Kids is a one card deck. Every single Prank Kid monster does the same exact thing. They basically all turn into the cat and then you combo. The problem with Prank Kids is, it's like, I don't know. Do you guys think Prank Kids Disruption does enough? Because I feel like it doesn't. Play Invoke Dogmatica. I tried that. Hold on. I think I can show you that. Hold on. I think it might be on my other. I tried it. Who said that? Atenza. I tried Invoke Dogmatica. That deck. I was opening too many bricks. Like it felt really good. So Dogmatica Invoke kind of feels like that. Although technically it's kind of like Frogs. If you don't have Alistair, it feels really shitty. But I tried Invoke Dogmatica, and believe me, chat, every time I summoned Winda, it felt so good. Like, I would play against Drytron, summon Winda, and just auto-win the game. But, like, when you can't, it just felt like it had too many fucking bricks. Did you ever feel that, Big Pimpin', when you played Invoke Dogmatica? Because, I don't know, I felt like I was drawing fucking bricks like crazy. Yeah, hold on. I'll show you guys the build. Give me 1 second. Maybe it's because I was running Dragoon. I took that shit out. I was like, it's not even worth it. The Dragoon engine just makes the deck fucking worse. It just gives you more fucking bricks. Hold on, give me 1 second. Vanity Turbo, Ultimateness. The problem with modern Yu-Gi-Oh is that we're mixing like 2 to 3 archetypes and somehow it is playable. Tell me another deck in modern Yu-Gi-Oh other than Pepe that plays 2 or more archetypes and it's still competitive. The only other time that I would say that kind, I mean, technically Hat was 3 archetypes and they were all random too. Hat was, you know, hand trap tricks, artifact. That fucking thing somehow worked. Hold on, I'm gonna put this on my drive. Give me 1 second, chat. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Who said, was that King Lucky? I don't have a problem with that. Oh no, that was VVV. I don't have a problem with too many archetypes being splashed together, making a deck good, chat. I have a problem with the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh just feels like a one turn game. You know what I mean? Like, bro, if you're playing against a super combo deck, chat, and you don't stop them in your first turn, you're gonna get fucking shreked. Especially that Drytron deck, chat. Like, if you let them get Ben 10, they are just fucking gonna go ham. Anyways, hold on. I'm gonna just speed through this. Just to show you guys, early Yu-Gi-Oh was combining decks. I mean, yeah, we've all that's not a new practice. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what happened. Just skip. This is chat. This is why, if you look at this duel, and Triff went into this match saying, like, I know I'm going to lose. I cannot beat Drytron, which is something like, why would you play a deck if you know you can't beat arguably the best deck in the game? I feel like I don't want to play a deck if I just know I can't beat one of the top 2 or 3 decks in the game. Like, I don't want to play that, period. Early Yu-Gi-Oh didn't have archetypes. Yeah, we didn't. Yu-Gi-Oh didn't have archetypes until GX. And the archetypes in GX were all terrible except, I mean, Destiny Heroes were really terrible until the Duelist Pack Aster. Every archetype in GX, chat, was, if you guys want to know the secret, every archetype was honestly terrible for most of GX until like the very end. Cyber Dragons was terrible. Every anime archetype, like, actually E-Heroes was okay, but that whole archetype just got carried by Stratos, honestly. Like, everything got fucking carried by Stratos. Alright, hold on. So he uses Needle Sailing. This is why these cards don't work, chat. He uses Needle Sailing, has to blow up his own board. Then he uses, okay, I think we missed that. He uses like Torrential and then like another Needle Sailing. Like, these cards are just not good, chat. Like, the point that I'm making is, why have to have a Needle Sailing when you could just, against Drytron, game 1, chat, you flip over Mistake. They discard Alpha plus Ben 10. You flip over Mistake, the game's just over. Like, you don't get 2 searches, and now you have a vanilla level 1 monster in defense. Torrential isn't good. I'm not saying, I think Torrential is good in certain trap decks. I think it's good in like El Dorado because that deck like doesn't have monsters. No, he had Conquistador. Yeah, in El Dorado, Torrential is good because you don't like actually have monsters. You know what I mean? Like, there are no monsters in that arc. It's 1 monster in the entire deck, and all the traps float. It's okay in like Paleo because you need trap cards. It's okay in Altergeist, decks that need traps. Now again, chat, he has burned through all 4 of his trap cards, and his opponent is still playing. If he had 1 mistake, you just win the game. Like, this is why I think this deck is horrible. If you were just playing pure El Dorado, you could have 3 mistakes in your main deck. You happen to open it, flip it over. All right, game. Next game. I always thought Iron Chain was an OP theme. Kappa? What? Nothing can beat the Ram Ranch. Prank Kids is either 1 Feather Duster or 2 Regekis, or 2 Harpies Feather Duster and a single Regeki. See, the thing is, I don't think Feather Dustering your opponent does that much right now. Like, unless you play against a very unless you play against a very specific back row deck, like I guess El Dorado. I don't really know if Feather Dustering your, especially Feather Dusting your opponent twice. Like I don't know what that does. You know what I mean? Be funny if we somehow got new Iron Chain. Mirror match for Drytron. DB Grinder. I don't watch this shit. I think this is Kaiba sending me a message. You know what the real new wave is? Check stocks. They only go up. You've seen it. Bye. You won't regret it. All right, chat. The real new wave is wait, why am I going into this? The real new wave is apparently check stocks. Yeah, I think, chat, I really wanted to maybe try to make Prank Kids work as an archetype, but I just don't feel like its disruption does enough, chat. You know what I mean? If there was something else Prank Kids could do, and I feel like Konami low-key saved the archetype with a Link 1, so I don't really know what else Konami could do for it. Like, it needs to be able to run Mistake or Floodgates or fucking something. I don't know. I think there's an argument for Regeki / Dark Hole actually being not terrible this format. I think they're pretty good. I don't think they're good in the main deck, but I think they're good in the side deck. I think they're specifically good against like Zoodiac going second because it's a 1-for-1 with Tridents, and if they ever summon Zeus, you can just it's like the only card that can instantly out Zeus for one card. You know what I mean? It's really hard to kill Zeus with one card. That's why you run a lot of hand traps. Give it an Infernity Barrier. They're good after knowing the match. So I don't know, chat. I'm looking at this format. I'm not a meta slave, so I don't want to play VW or Drytron. And I just don't feel like there are a lot of options, chat. You know what I mean? Like, what else do you guys see? I've tried playing El Dorado a bunch of times, and there's just something missing with that deck. It's the only deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! That has an Infernity Barrier, but I don't fucking like the Infernity Barrier. So there's like something missing with that deck.